real.
Okay, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to The Movement. My name is Courtney McManus. I am one of the co-hosts here.
I'm the other co-host, hashtag your friendly neighborhood moose, and this is The Movement, the number one podcast in the entire country of telenovelas.
Self-declared.
There, you know it.
So, why a podcast, Moose? That's
Why a podcast?
everybody's number one question when we've told them that we were starting this. So we figured, why not start out by giving a little explanation?
That's right. And I'll tell you, I'll be honest, it's a great idea with an R, idea with an R. Everyone knows this right now, currently, as, you know, the real estate people. Boom, boom, boom.
People are seeing us all over social media. They're asking what we're doing, how we're doing it, if we pay for this, if we do it for free, if we do it for fun.
You can pay.
You can pay. We choose not to. But we also did kind of want to put a brand to our brand. I guess you can say a lot of people have been asking us, so we figured why not hop on here? Podcasts are the new big thing, so figured we'd give it a try.
That's right. Podcasts are the next big thing, and we are the next big thing too. So if you add those things together, they're bigger.
We really wanted to give everyone some raw insight on what the millennial real estate field really looks like. I know everyone's watching $1 Million Listing and all those shows like that, and those are great. They're awesome, but they're just not really realistic for what a lot of us are going through. So we thought it'd be a really good idea to let everyone kind of see what we do every single day, how we market ourselves, how we network, and all of that.
Exactly. We want to give you a raw insight as to how this entire process works, what our day-to-day looks like, how many tears I cry.
And you want to know why? Because everyone sees the glory, but they don't see the story.
Oh,
So, you know, we thought, why not get out here?
Goodness.
So you want to start off by introducing yourself, Moose, and kind of letting everyone know your background and your story?
I'm going to lay the smackdown right now. You ready for this? So I am, again, your friendly neighborhood moose. I've been doing real estate for, I'd say, my entire life, because real estate is sales. I've been doing my entire life. I'll give you a fun story. I was 5 years old, sitting outside of my house. I realized that the leaves were changing colors. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I then got 5 leaves, orange, pink. Now there's no pink leaves. Orange, yellow, all those crazy colors in the fall. I set up a leaf stand. I sold leaves for a nickel.
Dude.
I was selling grass as a child, 5 years old, right outside my house. My mom let me do it. And then I ended up getting a honey bun for 25 cents at the corner store up top. And I knew since then that in my blood I was a seller. I'm a seller.
So you sold all 5 leaves?
Sold every single one of those
Did
leaves.
you sell them in less than 90 days like we do?
I did. Less than 90 minutes. It was dark.
Okay. All right.
But it was amazing. And again, like I said, it was one of those things where, you know, I've always had selling in my blood. So real estate was just the next great step. And then
it is a great step. It
coming
is.
from
And
the
for anyone
teaching
who's thinking
background.
about getting involved in real estate, it
Yeah.
is a phenomenal field to be in, regardless of what you hear. Don't knock it till you try it.
Exactly. There's no cap here. So as long as you work your ass off and don't sleep for 3 days, you can make millions of dollars.
All you really have to do is apply yourself. It is crazy how much a person's life can change in just a matter of time by, you know, simple lifestyle changes. So that actually gets me into why I got involved in real estate.
So your Courtney story or your
I was going to go to
Courtney.
law school,
Damn.
okay? And I got into a bunch of them. I got scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
Called my mom and dad like a day before, and I was like, hey guys, I think I want to be a real estate agent instead. And they were like, are you fucking kidding me? They were mortified. They spent their whole lives getting this kid into law school, and I decided to become a real estate agent. So you can only imagine how thrilled they were.
How
with,
happy were they? They sound pretty happy.
They were thrilled.
Yeah.
They were thrilled.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at me now, right? Look at me now, Mom.
Look at you now, Mom.
On my own podcast.
You're doing it. You're doing it, Courtney.
Yeah. So I had a lot of stuff go down last year. It was really a really tough year for me. And
You did have a rough year.
the cool thing about real estate was it's not a 9 to 5. It's not a Monday through Friday. So I was able to take, you know, all that time and energy that I had for all these negative things going on in my life and apply them to something that didn't have any cap on it. I could work until 2 a.m. if I wanted to. I could be at my office until 1 a.m., 4 a.m. if I don't, you know, if I'm just really not feeling good that day and I just want to throw myself into something that's going to keep me busy. So that was the cool thing about real estate for me is I know most people don't want to work more than a 9 to 5, but real estate really gave me that backbone to kind of keep going. And, you know, there's no time that real estate stops, so I can work whenever I was really, you know, feeling down. I just throw myself into work and hit the ground running. So A lot of people always ask us too, though, is how we started working together, which is a funny story.
It's a great story.
I was actually scared to approach Moose in the office because he was already a top producer. He was already,
I'm a scary looking guy too. So. Yeah, you see that?
He was already, up and running in his real estate field. So I was, a little intimidated to approach him.
Wow.
But I saw an opportunity. I saw Moose had way too much business coming in for the amount of hours in the day, and I was just sitting around looking for work. So I reached out to him. I said, listen, I think we can really work well together. Let's try one deal. Moose was like, listen, I got someone in Middletown. Go there tomorrow. If it works out, we can work together. So, and ever since then, we're on the same level with everything. So we're always on the same page. So we work well together.
I think that's the key, is being on the same page. And I was talking about that yesterday too. It's, I'm a single, not single. I'm a singular, cut that shit. I'm a singular individual. So if I'm a singular individual, there's only 24 hours in a day. And, I had lots of business coming in, and you were a godsend, to be perfectly honest with you, because that lady in Middletown, Jane.
Good old Jane. Shout out to Jane in Middletown.
Jane,
if you're listening to this. Jane girl, if you're listening to this, thank you.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you.
You brought Moose and I together.
You did. You did. You really did. And I got to be honest with you, Jane. You never returned my phone calls. but at the end of the day, you were awesome. So, what a crazy, crazy, crazy time that's been since then, though.
Yeah, Moose and I have been working together just over a year, and we have officially done over 40 deals together.
Over 40 deals.
Can you believe that? Over 40 deals in 1 year.
Some people don't even do 40 deals in their lifetime.
No, they don't. So It just goes to show the amount of effort and time that you put into things.
Exactly.
You get what you put into it, especially in this field. Especially in this field. So what to expect on this podcast? Some good
shit. You're about to expect some shit. You're going to hear some raw ass stories. You're going to hear some. What you tell them, Courtney? What are they hear?
All right. So what you can expect, we're going to give some real life content at some rapid speeds at what our days really look like. A lot of people think, we just go, show a house, write a contract, that's it. No, we literally sit on our couches crying half the time. Answering phone calls at 1 a.m, 6 a.m.
I've cried 7 times today.
I believe it. So we're going to give a little bit of insight on that, but we're also going to bring out some guest speakers, some other real estate agents, other professionals in the field, anyone that we think might bring some good content and, bring something to the table here for our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're also going to do some podcast setting discussions like this too as well, but you can't expect to see us in the field,
we're going to definitely be working the field in these urban as well as rural areas.
Yeah, that's another thing is we work a lot in both types of areas, both rich and poor. So I know, like we talked about before, $1 million listing and all that stuff. Connecticut is not, LA real estate or Manhattan real estate by any means. So
you definitely have $1 million properties.
We do. So we're definitely going to show you guys some $1 million properties. We're also going to show you guys some $30,000 properties because those are out there, believe it or not. We'll bring some people in that can help you figure out how you can qualify for your next home.
Absolutely. We can even bring in some investors that will give you some insight as to how they work their way to the top of the investing game as well.
Mm-hmm. So as we continue to grow, we kind of want to share this experience with all of you guys and bring you all along the ride with us, which was another reason why we thought this podcast would be a great idea. So what we want to know is what our audience want. Do you guys want more personalized? Do you guys want more real estate tips? Do you guys
want some tips?
I can give you some tips.
Just a tip. I'll give you some tips. Just a tip. Just a tip.
So let us know. Comment below. Like, subscribe, share our shit. We really appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And apologies in advance for whatever shit that comes out of our mouths in this season.
It's happening.
Thanks for tuning in, and welcome to the movement. Catch you guys next week.
We will see you guys next week.
And that's a wrap.
Boom, it's over.